Hey everyone, it's Miss Salerno. It's Monday, April 27th. It's the 143rd day of school, and I'm happy to see you guys again. I hope you had a great weekend. I had a pretty good weekend. My dog did okay this weekend, so I'm excited about that. He didn't have any problems this weekend, so he's doing a little bit better. Hope everything was going well for you guys. Hope you are staying safe. Hope you are staying inside and practicing your social distancing. It's time to go over our new spelling words. It's Monday, okay? So I have our new spelling words that I'm going to go over in a minute on our whiteboard, but I just wanted to talk to you about them a little bit. So our spelling words this week. Some of our spelling words have final blends, which means there's a blend at the end of the word. Okay, so we know blends are two letters that are put together. Sometimes we have three-letter blends, but we put them together and we do hear each sound. Okay, so in a blend, you have letters that are put together. It could be two letters, it could be three letters, and we hear each sound. Okay, that's different from digraphs because digraphs are two letters that are put together and they make one sound. And we're actually going to be introduced to trigraphs today. Okay, so we've done digraphs before. Two letters we put together to make one sound, like CH makes ch and SH says sh. But today and this week we're going to actually be introduced to trigraphs. Okay, so a trigraph is just simply three letters that are now put together and they make one sound. Okay, so we're going to be introduced to that. We also have some words that have inflected endings. Okay, that means we are making the words this week plural. So our inflected endings this week are either S or ES. Okay, so we know that when we add S to a word, it becomes plural. That means more than one. So I have cat, and then I add an S to the end, it becomes cats. It now means more than one cat. Okay. Sometimes, however, when we are trying to make a word plural, we don't only have to add an S, we need to add an ES. Okay. That is for all words that have certain endings. So if a word, and we have this chart up in our room, if a word ends with the letter X, the letter S, SH, or CH, then we need to add ES, okay? And I will show you an example of that, okay? So I'm going to show you an example of that before we do our spelling words. So let's just say we have the word box, okay? If I want to make this more than one, we don't do that. It's not boxes. You can actually hear box as. We add ES to make boxes. So any words that end with X, S, SH, or CH, instead of just adding an S, we add an ES, okay? And you'll see some more of that in our words, okay? So now I'm going to go over our spelling words. So I'm going to start with the words that have the blends at the end, okay? They have final blends, which means they have blends at the end, okay? So I'm going to start with the beginning. That is a digraph. TH says. So now I have the word thing. So here, this is something that we've learned. We've learned ing, ring, ing. That's what we say every morning when we go over our sounds. But here we hear the ng is the final blend. So thing. Then I'm going to change this ending. I'm going to have the same beginning. And I'm going to change it to think. And again, ink is something we do every morning. We say ink, ink, pink every morning, okay? And here is our NK, which is our final blend. Remember the blend, two letters, and we hear both sounds. Now I'm going to change just the vowel in this word. So I'm going to change the ink. I'm going to change that I, and I'm going to change it to an A. So I change think, and it becomes thank, okay? So these are our words that have final blends. Now I'm going to do another one with this same ending here, NK. And this word is long. Long, okay? All right, so now I'm going to switch and we're going to do words that have, they may have some inflected endings, which we're using S or ES this week. And it may also have a trigraph. Okay, so now tri means three. So trigraph is three letters that we put together to make one sound. So here's an example. Okay, and this word is pitch. Now we've learned this so far. CH says ch, and we know that that is a digraph because it is two letters that we put together to make one sound. But now, as I said, this week we're doing trigraphs. So that is three letters that we put together to make one sound. So here, in this particular word, we have the TCH, which still says ch. So this is a trigraph, three letters that are put together to make one sound. The TCH says ch. Okay, so this is pitch. Now I'm going to change the ending and I'm going to add that inflected ending. So I'm going to change pitch, okay? And I wanted to say pitches. So now if we think about what we hear, pitch is, pitches, we don't just hear the S sound. Pitches. So we add ES because remember, this is a word that ends with CS and I started off, CH. And I started off by telling you words that have certain endings like CH and SH and X and S. Instead of just adding the letter S, we add ES when we want to make it plural. So pitch becomes pitches. And this is our inflected ending. That is our trigraph. So this is one of the words that actually has both of those things that we're learning this week. Okay. So now I'm going to write, that's a familiar word, cat. Now I add this at the end. This is my trigraph. It says catch. Now I want to make it plural. I want to change it to catches. And since it ends with that CH, I'm going to again add ES as my ending. So here is my inflected ending, ES, and then here is my trigraph. So that's a word that has both of these new things that we're learning here in the same word. Okay. All right. Now, ent, but this word's going to be a little tricky. So now, typically we know, like in the word catches, C makes the K sound, but there are some times when C sounds like the letter S, like S, and in this word it is scent. Okay. Now, this is a homophone. Okay. This particular scent is not sent like you can send someone something in the mail or I sent you a card for your birthday. That would be spelled S-E-N-T. Sorry, I don't think you can see that. Scent. This type of scent that has a C at the beginning is actually money. Okay, so that's the difference. Remember, homophones are words that sound exactly the same, but they are spelled differently and they mean different things. So this is scent, like money. So now if I want to change this and add an inflected ending to make it say cents, it ends with the letter T, so all I do is add the letter S. I don't have to add ES because it does not end in XS, SH, or CH. It just ends with the letter T. So that is cents. Okay? All right, hold on. I just have to let my cat in. Sorry, he's crying. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our high frequency words. Okay? So since you know it's Monday, our videos tend to be a little longer because I am going over and introducing everything to you. I'm introducing your spelling words. I'm introducing what the new sounds are that we are working on for that week. I'm also introducing your new high frequency words, okay? So here are our new high frequency words for this week. Above. A-B-O-V-E. Above. Blue. B-L-U-E. Blue. And this is blue like the color, like my sweater is blue. New, K-N-E-W, new. Number, N-U-M-B-E-R, number. Push, P-U-S-H, push. Sure, S-U-R-E, sure. Now, this is a little tricky because, as you see, I just had a little slip because I hear shh. This is not shore like we're going to the shore, like where the beach is. This is sure, like yes. Like, will you come with me to the store? Sure. And the reason this is a tricky word is because it sounds like sh at the beginning, which we know is sh. But in this particular word, it is just the letter S. So that's what makes this a tricky word. If you try to stretch this out, shh, you're going to think it's sh, but it's not. It's only S. Here is took, T-O-O-K, took. Watch, W-A-T-C-H, watch. And this word is a good example because it also has a trigraph at the end. Okay, so those are our high frequency words for the week, okay? So now I'm going to go over your work for today, okay? And in a minute I'm going to try to flip my computer around so you could see a little bit, but I just want to go over quickly first. You know, our first thing that we do every day is our independent reading. So please go on to RazKids. I know some of you have contacted me, like I know Jada Lise is reading the books and she loves the books, and she actually sent me a picture of her reading, not a picture, a video. So when you get to RazKids and you read a book, there's a little icon for you to record, and it actually doesn't record your face, but it does record your voice. So when she sent it to me, I was able to click on it and I heard her voice as I was reading the book. I heard her voice. She was reading to me. So I can then give you feedback as well. Okay. So if you want to try that, please try that, but do your independent reading first. Okay. Then you also have spelling to do, and you have your new spelling words. So you are going to write your spelling words 3 times each. This is going to be counted as your homework. Okay. So please make sure you do that. Then you have your reading in your My Book. So let me get that, and I'm going to just try to move you a little bit. I just want you to be able to see my computer. Okay. Do this the best I can here. Okay. All right. So you are going to your My Book, and you are preparing to read Pie Poems. Okay. So I don't know if you can see this. It says Pie Poems here. Okay. And these are poems, and it says poetry uses images, sounds, and rhythm to express ideas and feelings. So sometimes when you read poems, they are not complete sentences. Sometimes they rhyme, sometimes they do not. But usually poems have some type of beat or rhythm to them, okay? So you are going to read. You don't have to make your prediction. You can just go to the very next page, which is the first poem, okay, which is called September 20th. You're going to read that poem. Then you are going to go to the next page and you are going to read the poem Baker Baker. Then your assignment is here on the Write About It page, okay? So it says read both poems again, memorize and recite all or part of a poem with a partner, then write sentences to explain how both poems are alike, okay? So for that assignment, you are basically going to read both poems twice, okay? You're going to read them, and please remember you can click play audio at the top, okay? So if you're having trouble with a word, if there's something in there you might not understand, click play audio. It will read it to you, okay? So you're going to read both poems 2 times. Then you are going to recite the poems, okay? So you're going to say it out loud and see if you can say it in a little bit of a rhythm. Then you're going to write sentences to explain how the poems are alike. That means how they are the same. Okay, so I want at least 3 sentences here. Now, when you're writing how they are the same, you're going to tell me, what do you notice about each poem? Maybe each poem has a certain word in it. Maybe each poem is about a certain topic. Whatever you notice about both poems that are the same, that's what I want you to write. Okay, so that is your 3rd assignment. Okay, your final assignment is your journal. Okay, so your journal is, and we've had this for a question of the day before, where you just had to pretty much tell me, but now you're going to write about it, and you're going to write a paragraph. If I could be a superhero, I would be blank. Okay, so I gave you your opening. Your opening is, if I could be a superhero, I would be blank. Fill it in. Now, it could be a superhero that we've all heard of, or it could be a superhero that you are choosing to make up. It could be something that you want to make up on your own, and oh, I would love to do this. That's completely fine. Okay, so that is your opening. Then what you are going to do is you are going to tell me all of the things you would do, or why you want to be this superhero. You're going to give me all of your reasons. Okay, you're going to write them in sentence form. okay? When you tell me that you want to be a superhero because you can, for example, save people, great. Tell me how you would save people. That's being descriptive, okay? So if you tell me that you want to save people, now your very next sentence should tell me how you would save people, okay? That is being descriptive and adding details, and that is what I'm looking for. Then at the very end, you have what is a closing. And since your opening was, if I could be a superhero, I would be. At the end, your closing would be, these are the reasons why I want to be a superhero. Or this is what I would do if I were a superhero, okay? You can change the words around, but that's what the closing is. The closing is just restating what you said at the beginning, okay? So that's it for today. I just want to go over quickly before we leave. We are having another School Spirit Week this week. I did put it in Google Classroom already, so you can see what we are doing. School Spirit is, and I'm going to read it to you from here, and I put this same excuse me guys, I put this same picture in Google Classroom for you, okay? So tomorrow is Monday, so tomorrow is wear red and get out of bed day, okay? So that's what it is, wear red and get out of bed day, okay? So that is for tomorrow. And you can also see every day this week is for you to wear a color, okay? So I did put this particular paper in Google Classroom so you can see it, okay? And again, if you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to me. And as always, please, please, please stay safe. Stay safe. I miss you guys. Love you. And I will see you soon. Okay.